Since the beginning of Dragon Ball, there has always been 3 different ways to fuse. There is the regular Potara fusion from the Kais using the earrings. There is the Metamoran fusion dance, and there is a Namekian fusion. Now we have the potential for a 4th method of fusion that's coming up right here on Mastar Media. Before we begin, make sure you follow me on these social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. When people think of fusion in Dragon Ball, they usually think of Vegito, Gogeta, or Gotenks. Sometimes people will refer to Namekian fusion, but that's kind of a different type of fusion because it's permanent. But now we have spoilers for Dragon Ball Super episode 114, and we have learned that Champa will introduce a fusion method, and he will teach it to Caulifla and Kale so that they can become Kefura. Episode 114, Ghastly, the explosive birth of a new super warrior, further growth, Kale's great transformation. Through her desire to be of use to Caulifla, Kale successfully controls her true power, and then Champa teaches the two of them a secret technique. So without a doubt, guys, we can understand that this secret technique is fusion, because we know from the episode 115 spoilers that Goku will be fighting the new super warrior Kefura, which is a combination of Kale and Caulifla. We believe, okay, it's not 100% definitive yet, but if you combine their names, it's like 99% sure that this is the new super warrior, is a fusion of Caulifla and Kale. Now we also just got some new spoilers here from Herms. Super Saiyan vs Super Saiyan Big Brawl, the survival of the universe is on the line in the Tournament of Power. Goku has ended up in a fight against Saiyan combo of Universe 6's Kale and Caulifla. Son Goku, a Saiyan representing Universe 7, he's further increasing his battle power amidst the grinding battle of the Tournament of Power. Goku, fighting gets me all excited. Now here's where it gets important. Caulifla, a female Saiyan from Universe 6 with her brilliant combat sense, steadily grows stronger amidst the intense battle. Caulifla, Kale, become Super Saiyan 3 with me. Kale, yes, I'll fight alongside you, sis. So this is almost confirming that Caulifla will be getting Super Saiyan 3 in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super, and possibly even Kale as well. However, I don't think that they're going to get that far. I think that Champa will teach them how to fuse before Kale becomes Super Saiyan 3, but it does say she gets a great transformation, so possibly Kale could also become Super Saiyan 3, and they could fuse together both as Super Saiyan 3s. Now, here's the interesting thing. It could not be a new fusion. It could just be him teaching the girls the Metamoran dance. The dance that we're very familiar with from Dragon Ball Z, seeing Goten and Trunks do it, seeing Goku and Vegeta do it in movie 12 and also in GT. It could possibly be that, but I believe that it's going to be something different, because while Caulifla and Kale are going to be fighting, it's too hard to sit there and learn the dance. If we go back to Dragon Ball Z and remember when Goku was teaching it to Goten and Trunks, it took a very long time for them to get it down right. And in the Tournament of Power, where time is of the essence, I don't believe he's going to be able to teach them a technique that's going to take 30 minutes or more. The Tournament of Power could be over by then to actually get down correctly. I think Champa is going to have a different method of fusion in order for them to get them to fuse into Kefura. Now, I could argue against this because of a few reasons, one of them being that Champa's from Universe 6, there should be Metamorans from Universe 6, so it would make sense that he teaches them the fusion dance, and that very well could possibly happen. The other thing is, if he does want to teach them the fusion dance, Goku, more than anybody, is going to be the one that's going to let them do it, just because he wants to fight a strong enemy, so I think that is possible as well. But if I were to put my money on it, I would say that it's some brand new type of fusion method. And if we get a new brand new type of fusion method, that could create something for Goku and Vegeta to fuse into. For whatever reason, Goku does not want to fuse with Vegeta using the Metamoran dance in the anime, at least in the canon anime. But if we get some new type of fusion method, we could potentially see an Ultra Instinct Gogeta later on in this arc. I'd say this is highly, highly unlikely, but there is a possibility that we could see it in the future. And Toei, like, let's be honest, what do they want? They want sales, they want viewership, and what's going to bring viewers in to come watch Dragon Ball Super than an Ultra Instinct Gogeta? You would have every single Dragon Ball fan in the world watching that episode. The hype level would be over 1 million. It would break all the scouter levels, right? So that is a possibility if you look at it from a monetary perspective, if they're trying to gain traction, if they're trying to do another very hype episode like they did with the 1 hour special. I could see it being a possibility, but we're probably not going to go there. Maybe they're going to save that for a future arc. That's definitely another possibility. Now let's talk about the strength of Kefura, because this is very debatable. You're going to have a Super Saiyan 2, maybe Super Saiyan 3 level Caulifla, and a Berserk Super Saiyan Kale fusing together with each other. First of all, how are they even going to fuse in the first place? They can fuse in base form because they have very similar stature, but if Kale, as the spoilers read, has her controlled Berserk state, then Caulifla won't be the right size proportioning, right? Unless she goes into her Ultra Super Saiyan form that she showed earlier in the anime. And I think that if they're going to fuse, if it's going to be a Metamorph fusion, and they have to fuse being the same body type or close to it, the only way that's going to happen is if Caulifla goes back into her Ultra Super Saiyan form that she showed us in episode 100. I think that would actually be kind of cool. It'd be a very hulking woman. My goodness, man. She'd break your dick off. So let's talk about how powerful she could possibly be. It's very hard to judge how strong Kale is now, right? Because she basically annihilated everybody, but except for Jiren. Jiren, she was no match for. And we know that Jiren, I mean, there's really no benchmark for him yet because we haven't seen him be defeated. We don't know what power level is needed in order to defeat Jiren. The only thing we know that he's even stronger than Gods of Destruction. So how strong could a fusion between a Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 with a legendary Super Saiyan be? Well, that's very hard to judge. I would put it at something like Gotenks, potentially. Maybe slightly stronger than Gotenks, maybe something like Super Saiyan God level or even Super Saiyan Blue full power level. But I think that Goku, even in Kaioken times 20, should potentially even be stronger than that. We saw that Mystic Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I mean, the amount of power coming from Gohan in his ultimate form was absolutely ridiculous in the Buu arc. And then we saw that Gohan lose to Goku in Kaioken. So if Goku is stronger than, way stronger than even a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, even when he's in his Kaioken form, I think that if Goku's able to pop back on the Kaioken, he shouldn't have a problem. And also, if he's able to pop on the Ultra Instinct mode, he also won't have a problem with this fusion. Maybe this is the catalyst, maybe this is what is needed for Goku to regain his Ultra Instinct form. However, it's pretty obvious that there is a flaw with the Ultra Instinct in that Goku, it's a new form for him and he's not used to it yet, and maintaining the form for a long period of time is a difficulty. But if we look back to episode 111, after Jiren beat Hit, he goes back into meditation mode at the 1/2 marker, okay? Even Toppo recognizes Jiren. This is the half-minute marker. Time to go back into meditation mode. And Jiren's like, yes, because Jiren right now is regaining his power. He's recharging himself. Ultra Instinct has a time limit. And the interesting thing about this is that you can see Goku watching Jiren and learning from him. It's just like Goku. I still believe that Jiren has Ultra Instinct. And right here, I think that Goku is learning from Jiren. He's learning that there is a time limit. You have to keep the heat into yourself, whatever that heat is, because we also learned that after Jiren catches Goku's punch and he's run out of Ultra Instinct, he says, this heat, that is your limit, which shows that Jiren knows what Ultra Instinct is and he knows the secret behind it, something that the Gods of Destruction don't even have. Only Jiren and Goku have Ultra Instinct. Okay, we don't know for sure that Jiren has Ultra Instinct, but I think it's pretty clear that he does as well. And I think that Goku even knew that before he transformed, because he knew that was the only way he's going to be able to beat Jiren. Now we know that the Angels have Ultra Instinct as well, which would make it kind of peculiar that Whis never says, oh, Jiren has Ultra Instinct. But if Goku has Ultra Instinct, I don't know how that Jiren could even stand up to him. If you remember the battle in episode 110, I mean, it was so even. Their fighting techniques and movements and everything were exactly the same. And so I think it's pretty obvious that Jiren has Ultra Instinct. I think maybe, you know, just because Whis didn't say, oh, Jiren has Ultra Instinct, that might kind of be throwing us for a loop there. So hopefully we learn later on in the series that Jiren has it as well, and that's why Goku, you know, trained himself to pick it up in the first place, because he knew that was like the next level of power he had to achieve. But what I'm guessing is that this new super powerful Kefura is going to push Goku back into his Ultra Instinct mode, and then maybe he'll fight Jiren again. But there's so many possibilities, guys. There's still so many fighters left in the Tournament of Power. There's so many things that could happen. We could have a terrible event, and we could still have tons and tons of things that can happen. But it looks like this terrible event is not going to be the fusion, and it's not going to be, you know, some crazy new villain that comes to the show. Unfortunately, I thought that would be really cool. I thought that would give a lot more dramaticism to the gods being involved in something like that. But that's still a possibility that we could see a gods turn against the Omni King, or the Omni Kings turn against the gods, or something like that. There's still a lot that can happen in Dragon Ball Super. But that's what I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you follow me on all these social medias. I'm going to just pin these as top comment, because my social medias are freaking weak, bro. My social medias are Raditz level, and I'm trying to get them up to Vegeta level. Guys, come on, throw me a bone here. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, please. I'm begging y'all. I'm trying to boost them up, and I need your help to do that. Thanks, everybody, for watching this video today, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the episode 113 review. Have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.